Hello and welcome to the Humble Seer. So we're going to do the hidden side of Lady Gaga. So let's start out by getting a overall, okay? Let's get an overall card on Lady Gaga. Very talented person, multi-talented. Okay, and we have Berserker. Oh my goodness, will you look at this card, people? This card is Lady Gaga. Berserker. Bellicose, resilient, bloodthirsty, destroy. Wow. Well, I've talked a lot about her, and so to me, it really isn't surprising. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into finance. We'll start with finance, and let's just pull a finance card for Lady Gaga. Oh, that one wanted to come out. Interesting. You saw how that just fell. Oh. Unemployed, unemployment, need a job. Okay, that isn't her at this moment in time, but that is going to be her soon because I did a short on her and I talked about injury. She would have some kind of injury. Okay, so let's pull a couple of tarot cards for Lady Gaga. As it relates to finances. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let's talk about what we have here. Okay, so we have this is the Seven of Swords, feeling trapped, confined, cornered, hands tied. And she will be feeling this way, okay? She's got a lot going on, but it's going to come to a screeching halt. And then we have Ace of Wands, which is about new beginnings, a new start. I get that, she'll be put on the sidelines for a while. She'll have some sort of injury that is, but we're talking about finances. So this injury will affect her finances. I'm going to pull one more card on finances because let's get an oracle card on finances. Let's see what the oracles want to tell us. Okay. Possibilities. And, it's like with the possibilities I get, the card says free-spirited adventure and risk. And what I get is, whatever she gets this injury, it's because of a risk, that she's taking. Because remember, she came out with Berserker, which is, you hear the saying, somebody went berserk, somebody just went crazy, somebody just did crazy stuff. And they got themselves into this situation because of their berserk, their wild antics, or the things that they did got them to the place that they're at. It's interesting. That's what I'm getting. It's not cryptic. It's pretty out in the open. So, her finances are good. She's not, even if she were to have the downtime from an injury or what have you, it is not going to affect her financially. She has more than enough, and she always will, is what I get. Okay, let's move on to family. Let's move on to family. Let's pull a couple of tarot cards on family, and then we'll... I get that family is, I don't believe she's married, and I don't see her ever being married or even having children. She would be the kind of person that would adopt if she were to even, bring a child into the world. So her family is more than likely going to be her immediate family. Okay, so we have, the Pentacle card. The Nine of Pentacles, I believe that is. We'll see it in a minute. And then we have the Six of Swords. Let's get one more. Okay. And then we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so The first one that we pulled was the Nine of Pentacles. Independent success. Her family life is good, and family views her as someone successful, and she gives to her family. She's quite giving. However, with the Six of Swords, she moves on. She doesn't stick around family for long periods of time. She was always a very peculiar child anyway, so it's not like her antics or the things that she's doing now are so different from who she once was. I don't get that. I get Madonna has a strong effect on her. And then we have the Nine of Swords, and we all know that the Nine of Swords is about anxiety. And, the family knows that Lady Gaga has a lot of anxiety. She likes to perfect and be the best at what it is she does. But we can't forget this Berserker card, because the family views her in that way as well. People in general view her in this, this Berserker type of energy. Excuse me. Okay, let's move on. So that's family. Family life is good, but it's strange. It's bizarre, but not her family members, her. But I don't think anybody would find that surprising. Let's move on to love. Okay, let's get a couple of love oracle cards, and then we'll, pull a few other different types of cards. And okay, that came out. That just wanted to come out, so we'll pick that up in a moment. And then we'll get one more love card for Lady Gaga. Okay, chemistry. Okay, so the card that flew out says tears. Okay? When I think about you, I cry. All right. And then we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Chemistry. Okay, I get that. I get for Lady Gaga, there was somebody in her past that she had a lot of love and, she feels for them. It's like nobody can replace that love that she had in her past. I get she was quite young, maybe 16 or so. Maybe it was a high school sweetheart type of thing, but I get that strongly. And there was a lot of chemistry between these two people. And she still feels that. But as it relates to current love, it's like nobody really stands out for her. Let's pull some oracles. Let's pull a couple from this deck, and then we'll get some from the other. Okay, we have shocking. We have abandon. We'll get one more. We have peace. Okay, and then I'm going to grab one from the other deck. And we'll just round out love. And then we'll move on to career. Oh, two wanted to come out. They stuck together, so we'll see what those are. Okay. So we have, come back, Lady Gaga. Okay, so we have jail. We have jail. That's an interesting one. And we have lighthouse. Okay, let's go over the first few that we pulled out. Okay, so we have shocking, all right, and that's turmoil, trouble, unexpected. Now, this is a couple of things. It's shocking, whatever that injury is that's coming her way, that wants to keep coming back. And an injury could even be to her voice. I don't know. But and then we have abandoned, left out, walked away, cold. Okay. And this is, I get this as she does that. She walks away. She abandons. But I also get that it's like the people that she involves herself with really aren't compatible with her. So she ends up abandoning them and they end up abandoning her. And what the things that she does in relationships are shocking. Okay. And the last one from that deck is peace, balance, harmony, and friendship. Okay. And that just tells me that she would be better off maintaining friendships with these people, because otherwise they will feel like they're in jail, like they're being controlled, incarcerated, prison, justice, and punishment. And I get that in relationships, the kind of punishment type of, things that people do in the boudoir. I get that, you know, kind of whips and chains kind of thing. Okay, and then we have lighthouse, and that is guiding light, symbol of hope, and watchful sentinel. And I get that she has her own kind of religion in law in relationships that don't jive with a regular Christian person. It's almost like the flip side of Christianity is what she involves herself with. Okay, so love is elusive for her. It just doesn't stand up. It doesn't pass the smell test is what I'm getting. I don't know. All right, let's move on to career. Let's pull a career card first, and then we'll get a couple more cards and close it out. Okay, so career, we have toxic work environment. That's interesting. Okay. And what I get from that is she brings a lot of toxicity. I don't get her as a bad person per se. Like, I don't get her as a mean person. I just get her as having her own, subscribing to a certain type of religion or belief system that most people wouldn't, which kind of goes back to the berserker and just the imagery of that. Like the things that she would conjure up would look like this berserker. That card didn't come out for nothing. She's berserker. It's who, and she would, if she heard this, she would be perfectly fine with me saying it. She would be like, yeah, this is me. She would like that. So the work environment is toxic because of the berserker, the person that she is, the energy that she brings forth. It's very interesting. All right, let's pull a couple of, let's get some tarot cards on career. And we'll get a couple oracles and then we'll close it out. So there's one. Okay, justice. And there's the hanged man, rather. Okay. Career. So justice, I get that, there will be like fights and arguments and disagreements around, I can still do this, I'm injured, okay, fine, you could do this and that to cover up the injury, I still want to work. And but there will not be any justice when it comes to that. And so she will have to go into the hang mode, feeling trapped, kind of left to recoup and recover. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, let's move on to a couple. Well, actually, let's grab a couple oracle cards for that career. Yeah, she's just gonna have to. I just get the sidelines, and this is going to bring out this berserker more and more, which is kind of scary, where people won't want to be around her. Okay, so we have one day. One day I will get back into the game. And then we have elusive, dishonesty, deception, and trickery, which are things that she uses. And then commitment. She wants a commitment. Okay, it's interesting because this commitment card is about, wanting love, because commitment is marriage, promises, and fidelity. She wants a commitment. She wants love. One day is what I get. But it is elusive. And, because there's a lot of, I can't say, I get the dishonesty and the deception is around work situations. I don't know. It's not Lady Gaga that is being deceptive. I don't pick that up. She's more real. She's real. She speaks her mind and her truth. She's not going to let you put words in her mouth. You know, she's just going to be real about situations. So I'm going to leave it there. Very interesting read. Not much else to say. You know, she is just a very tortured soul, because she wanted the fame and the recognition. I'm being drawn to pull one last card. So I'm going to do that. And it's like, you know, she conjures things up, brings these berserk type images. Hospital. Okay, that goes to that injury. That card one, I just was drawn to pull that card, and this kind of this really goes to what I say. It backs up what I was saying about this injury in the hospital, medical care treatment center. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for stopping by the Humble Seer. As always, you take good care, and we'll talk soon. Bye.